This video is called The Purge, but it has nothing to do with the movie. It has to do with us purging our house from belongings that we don't need anymore or don't use at all. Someone in our community had mentioned that they were going to do a yard sale and advertise for the community, so if anyone wanted to join in. So I just jumped right on that bandwagon, because if there's, a whole bunch of people in a community doing yard sale, more people are going to want to come out. Because we didn't really have a lot of stuff and nothing like huge to really pull people in to really want to come to our little yard sale. So in this video is going to be some footage of getting ready for the yard sale, and I'm going to talk about ThredUp with you, which is an online sort of like a consignment / thrift store. We have a Facebook page. We also have an Instagram and Tumblr account, so if you want to see some behind the scenes footage and photos and just everyday happenings in the Julie and Kendall household, then check it out.
Say purge! Yay! Yard sale!
We got tops, we got bottoms, hats, and of course free stuff. Free. People have been taking pens. Everyone needs pens. This stuff is free here too. Random stuff. I hung up the stuff that's more than $1. Make it a little nicer. Cinderella! This is what Cinderella does when she's outside. Let's not get dirty. It's wet.
We're gonna go check out the other yard sales in the neighborhood. But before we do that, I have to get my little sign that I put out.
We did sell some things prior to the yard sale. Kendall had some really nice Lee Nielsen tools that he sold on eBay, just because he wasn't using them as often as he would like, and he wanted to get other tools that he really wanted and he knew he was going to use more. So that worked out for him, and I sold an elliptical and just different things. It was just taking up too much space and I wasn't using it enough. And then I also got to buy something that I've been really wanting, and I'm probably going to do a review about it and show it to you in the next couple of videos. In the next video, I'm not sure, but it's coming next week, so I'm really excited about it. With ThredUp, I just went through all of my items in my wardrobe, and I just pulled out anything that was, name brand, that I thought was name brand. And then you just go online to thredup.com and you look to see which name brands they actually will accept and won't accept. So you don't really want to send anything that you can if you want to. I think they give them to some sort of charity. I don't really remember. Or you can actually have them sent back to you. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm just going to send what I have, or half of what I have, because actually the bag that I have for ThredUp is overflowing. I can't even close it. Kendall was like, why don't you just send some of it and then see how it goes, because I think it takes a while for them to process it and then for you to get your money. So if you want a bag from ThredUp, you just go online and you ask for the bag. Now what I did is I was online and I was shopping, so I bought some things from ThredUp, and then I just included a clean out bag, is what they call it, with it. And so I'll show you the bag. So this is the bag, and as you can see, it's very full of all of my clothes. I have to go through it because I think some of them they won't accept. And on here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some instructions on there. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing later on. So I got the clothes that I thought were name brand. You go online and you see which brands they actually accept, because they don't accept all of the brands. You know, look to see which ones they accept and which ones they don't, and which ones they sometimes accept with exceptions. Wow, it's a lot of accepts. I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I search for name brands to see if they sell it, and if they sell it, then I'm like, well, if they're selling it, then they accept it. And it might not be on the accept list, but I figured they must accept it because they are selling it. The bag comes in this envelope, and then it has these instructions on it, and it says to please send items that are in mint condition, name brand, less than 5 years old. They can't accept items that are missing labels or made by undocumented brands, meant for men, because it's, I guess ThredUp is just for women and children, and especially like formal gowns or furs. And then it also has some name brands that they don't accept and some name brands that they do accept. Right here. This is a huge bag, and you're thinking, oh man, that's gonna be really expensive to send there. Actually, shipping your bag is free. All you have to do is leave it for your mail carrier for pickup, which I guess you have to schedule a pickup, or you can bring it to a FedEx office. Want unaccepted items returned to you, choose return assurance for $12.99. So I guess it's not really, it's assurance, which I guess is the shipping, but they're calling it a return assurance. But we'll see how this ThredUp goes, and if I think it's worth it. I might be able to get more money for some of my clothes just selling it on numerous Facebook pages, of course Craigslist. There's also this little app that I found pretty handy, and I've sold our washer and dryer on it, which is called Close 5. Close 5 is just who lives in your proximity can see the items that you're trying to sell, and you can put in bids, and then they can either accept or decline or counter offer. So we also have you know, some other clothes that were left over that weren't name brand, and those I'm just gonna give to charity thrift shop or any kind of like church that's doing like a clothing drive. I also have some like old sheets and blankets, and I've decided that I'm gonna find a animal shelter and give them to them, because I know that they can always use them and help keep the kitties and puppies all comfortable in their living arrangement for the time being. Remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Tumblr.